Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome to Late Night Vibes with Ine and CC. I love my scarf. I bought it from my friend. It's beautiful, isn't it? hmm I like it. Anyway, I'm into scarf and all of that, so don't blame me if I'm in love with it. Well, welcome once again to Late Night Vibes with Ine and CC. Of course, on this channel, we serve you relationship talk, educational content, and real life stories. So today we're going to dive into Two Face and Natasha's trending conversation. Two Face, of course, I've made a video with in relation to Two Face and Annie Macaulay, who was Annie Divya before, his ex-wife. So you can scroll down and you see the video I made. But recently, I've also made a video in relation to his current wife or partner Natasha, his current partner Natasha, his current wife Natasha, and how allegedly she's been abusing him and all of that. But well, today I want to dive into the trending video that Two Face made. So he came and then he made a video. He made a video yesterday telling people to stay away from his marriage. So I'll let you all watch the video and then we would react to that video.
Good evening. This whole thing has gotten dangerously out of hand, and I'm not just gonna be quiet anymore. I feel I have to say some facts here. I'm a grown man, and I believe I have the right to be with whoever I want to be with. You understand? My family has, in trying to say they want to save me or say they want to help me, they have actually destroyed me. And they have killed somebody's daughter's character. Like they've just literally killed somebody. Because Natasha is getting death threats right now. Fine, we've had our quarrel. Please tell me who doesn't have with their spouse, who doesn't have a quarrel every once in a while. Please. But this has gotten out of hand. I'm perfectly okay. I'm good. Everybody has been seeing me out there. Anybody that has eyes to see, they've seen me out there. I did my show recently in Abuja. A whole lot of people were there. How can you say you say you're trying to save somebody, you're trying to, and then you're messing my life up. This is unacceptable by me. I'm not gonna take this lightly anymore. It's my own family, my brothers. I'm sorry to say, but this is not right in any way. Natasha is getting death threats. This is so unfair. It's not nice. I have the right to be with whoever I want to be with. I've not gone to anybody's house to interfere in their marriages. I'm not a child. I've always been a quite peaceful person, but just see what it's getting to me too much now. It has become too much. My family did this. They did this with Annie. The same thing. We all have our differences. We all have stuff that happens. But this is beyond. This has become so dangerous right now. It has become so dangerous. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. I'm totally devastated. Tasha is getting death threats. They've ruined her whole life. You don't do stuff like this. You don't do things like this. In the name of saying you are trying to save me, you're destroying me, you're destroying another person's life. I don't know if my own people don't understand the damage that they're doing. My own family. I have the right to be with who I want to be with. You don't do this. You don't do stuff like this. This has gone beyond. This has dangerous. This has, oh God. I'm just totally short of words. I'm totally devastated. I'm deeply hurt by all what is going on right now. What my family is doing, what people I worked with before, going out there and saying fabricating so many lies and saying so many stories, and it's so unfair. It's not nice. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna really speak up and say a whole lot of things that has been going on that I've been quiet about. But I'm not gonna be quiet about this anymore. I'm not gonna be quiet about this anymore. I know what my fans, people that love me, people that look up to me, people that respect me. I understand concern. I understand all that. But I'm perfectly normal. But painting me to be mentally unstable, painting me to be, this is ridiculous. This is equivalent to killing somebody. I don't even know how to start breaking down a whole lot of things, but I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I'm not going to be silent anymore. This has got to stop. It has got to stop. And I beg everybody, please, I beg everybody to just have some human conscience and stop with the death threats and stop with all this harassment. They brought people to my house. Writing a petition and saying all sort of nonsense. This is not nice. This is not fair. I'm gonna leave this now. But I'm going to speak up. I'm going to have to stand up. I'm going to stand up, speak up. And all the people sending death threats, please stop it. I am okay. We are fine. Please, I want people to just understand this and respect this fact that I'm saying. Because this is not nice at all. And please, I want to tell my family, please just stay out of my private and personal life. Please. Just leave me be with who I want to be with. Natasha has been hurt so terribly. And on top of that, getting death threats. What you're doing, you're killing me. You say you're helping me, but you're killing me. You're killing us. Please, I beg everybody, please. I am short of words. I don't want to have to come back here and start saying stuff, but I think I'm gonna really speak a whole lot of truth in the next couple of days. But for now, please, just let me be. Just let me be, please. Ruined my whole. The painted. This is no. Just let us be. Let us be. That's the only simple appeal that I have for everybody. Let us be. I beg you. Thank you.
So now let's just take it in parts, right? He said Natasha has been getting death threats, which shouldn't be. People shouldn't be threatening her anyway. But then he said he has not interfered with people. People should not be meddling into his affair and coming into his family affair. He says he's always been a quiet, peaceful person. But then this is getting too much, right? You can be quiet. You can claim to be peaceful. But how about your action? Okay, now let's go down to you saying people should not come for you. Let's go down to the lady, Annie, that gave you the best part of her life. You even mentioned Annie, that and now you said your family, he said his family ruined his life. And now they did the same thing with Annie, and they are also doing it now with Natasha. Like, Mr. Man is not even taking responsibility for all he's been doing, for everything he's done. Now let's go into, I don't want to lose my train of thought, but let's look at it this way. Annie, if he says he's innocent and peaceful, but your actions, are your actions peaceful? That's my question to Innocent. His actions, are his actions peaceful? That lady gave Innocent the good part, Two Face, the good part of her life, like 20 something years of her youth, she stayed with this man. If she was that toxic as people make her to be, do you think Innocent's career, Two Face's music career, would have blossomed the way it blossomed within that period? Natasha came into his life in 1 year. Within 1 year, he's been goes back, left, right. If Annie was like that, we're not trying to make comparison, but these are the obvious. If Annie was like that, would his marriage with his career, his musical career, blossom, go the way it went? No. The lady gave him chance. All the lady was crying for was love. She wanted to be loved. But then in this video, he said his family also did the same thing with Honey. So Mr. Man is telling us that he's not man enough to take care of his family, isn't it? He's not man enough to control people from coming in, meddling into his family and telling him what to do. By the way, he is supposed to be the head of his home. So how would he let people come in, or family members come in, to destroy his home? Then he goes on to say, as you all heard, that he has the right to be with whoever he wants to be with. Of course, sir, you have the right to be with whoever you want to be with. You have the right to be with whoever you want to be with, right? But the fact is that, how are you treating people? The other ladies in you that you have dealt with, how do you deal with people? You toy with women's emotion, and he thinks it's okay to toy with women's emotion, right? It can even be the other way around. So let's even take it that Annie was the one doing what he was doing, cheating. Would he have taken it lightly? That is a question that begs for an answer. And people thinking that Annie was obsessed with Two Face, because I've heard people say Two Face is too fine, and that's why women are obsessed with him. Seriously? There are handsome men out there, very handsome, eloquent men, wealthy men out there that are very responsible. They don't toy with their partner's, their spouse's emotion. There are loads of good men out there, even in Nigeria, in the UK, US, all over the world. There are good men. Where is the handsome that people are talking about with innocent? Of course, I agree, he's handsome, but there are men way, way, way handsome than more handsome than innocent, and they respect their spouse. All Annie to the fact what I knew, what we heard, I have always heard, Annie was begging to be loved from his family members. She coming out and saying his family members do not like me. Which person? Let's be realistic. This on this channel we talk about real. We just say it as it is. We bring you real stories. We don't come and embellish the talk, but let's say it as it is, right? Which person would be in who would be in Annie's position? Of course, we all know that Annie took too much of it because she saw all the red flags, and yet she stayed in that relationship for way, way, way too long. If she had even left him after the wedding, after the Dubai wedding, and she came back because after that period, brought another baby mama. He had another child outside of wedlock. If she had even left him that period, it would have been way better. She took, imagine how this girl was humiliated even in rich, famous, and African. That lady is not my sister, but I can feel her pain. And he's coming here making videos and saying people should not be talking about his family. Natasha is getting death threat. I'm really sorry she's getting death threat because people shouldn't be threatening her. He's feeling devastated for a relationship of 1 year, but he's not feeling for that lady that is still healing, Annie that is still healing from what he did to her. She gave him all her all. That what he did to that lady could even make her miserable. That if Annie was acting miserable and people think she was obsessed, but his actions, whenever your man steps out of the house, you don't know what else he's going to do, or who else is going to get, who else is going to impregnate. And Annie is saying, I'm not that kind of woman that wants to sit in a house and you going to cheat left, right, center. Some men cheat and they even cheat with decorum. But our Oga, oh no, it's not like that. And you expect the lady to take it, and she said, no, I don't want to take it. I've been with you. If Annie was as toxic as this that people make of her, would his music career have blossomed or blown the way it went for 20 years? He never came to be making video like this that he's making now, talking about this, that, about his relationship. When he was with Annie, it will be Annie crying that he's going to make Peru, he's going to do this. Yeah, she will still take all the children and still show them love. And people still think that lady, she might not be in fact, nobody is perfect. Honey is not perfect. But in that relationship that they've shown us, and I think the problem that Honey was going through was his infidelity. It was just too much. He was just rubbing it. Okay, he went to Rich, Famous, and African, and you all heard what he said. He said a man can love a woman, but he can cheat. He can sleep with whoever he wants to sleep with. Oh, I've forgotten how he said it. And everybody was like, wow, how do you go into an international scene like that and ridicule your wife to that point? And you come and tell us that he made this video, in this same video again, he said people should have, he said people should have human conscience. My question to Innocent is, do you have conscience? And my answer would be no. Because if Innocent had conscience, he wouldn't have treated the woman that stayed with him, gave him the best part of her life, the way he did, and just came online. Even when she was going through a lot, she lost, from what she said in Rich Famous African, she lost twins. Then that brought, she was depressed because of that one. Most of her actions were part of his doings and everything going on in her life. And yet this man could come on her and make a video and said, Nami Yanam, and left that woman the way he left her. And he's coming to tell people should have human conscience. Him that his conscience has left him and is roaming around the street looking for where to enter, coming to tell people to have conscience. There are things to learn from relationship like that. Singlehood, being single, whether a single man or a single woman, is not a disease. If you know that your relationship, you're seeing all the red flags, do not stay. I tell people, do not stay for too long, too long. Sometimes we stay to say, okay, it go better, it could get better. But 10 years, 11 years, 15, 20 is a lot. If you've managed to stay 10 years, I think it's high time you walk away if the red flags are still there. Because in that country of Nigeria, the man can just wake up and just throw the woman out anytime. So it's better you walk away with your sanity intact than waiting for the man to change, because you cannot change a grown-up person with bad character. Do not think you can change a grown-up person that has got bad character. If this is a woman or a man, they cannot be changed. They cannot be helped. Just walk away from that relationship, for, if not for anything, for your sanity. That is what I would say. Now, him coming to say people should stay away from his family. Now, he's coming to cry because of Natasha, coming to make a video. How about the other lady that he left the way he left her? Without sympathy, without remorse. How bad was she? You're seeing your family, he said his family did the same thing to Hani. You're supposed to be the man, he's supposed to be the man of the home, protecting his wife. So he did not protect his wife against his family. And that girl was not crazy anyway. She was going through a lot. Cheating, some of what Annie, people even in I think was it Zara or Zara, what's her name, in the Rich Famous and African, I even said, for you to, that you're coming to talk about my own husband, that I married a small boy, a younger man. How about you? That your husband is sleeping with every other person. She was being ridiculed. Do you think it's okay for her sanity? That alone was not okay for her. It's not okay for her sanity. And he's coming to say people should not. Well, I don't want this video to be too long. People should not. Should stay away from his family. Seriously, when Natasha came and gave it to him, when we heard of all the abuses, allegedly, people still, me, I still felt my soft spot for. I just had that soft spot for him. Like, hey, yeah, we all came and made a video because those things are not right. And then under the phrase's life, it happened again. So it was like, eh? So these guys, Kaka, them were not wrong. They were not lying. So, but before, let me remind Tu Face in case he has forgotten. He sang this our beautiful song. This is my song that does my head in. Grace to Grass, one of those is album. As you see me so.
Without you, there'll be no one to come, my brother. I say without you, there'll be no one to come, my neighbor. I say without you, there'll be no one to show I care. Oh, without you, there'll be no me. That's why I say, I don't want you to look at me like a stranger.
Into my brain, everything will just be dancing in me. This one hasn't even started. So he said we should see him as his brother. And he even said Odumare should bless us. That was when Two Face and being humble. He was like, you people should see me as your brother. I am not a perfect person, that kind of thing, you know. Now we're seeing you as our brother, and we're telling you that, brother, what you're doing is not good. You're not telling us to come and mind our business. Two Face, you have to sing another song to tell us to mind our business. Before we mind our business, if you bring your matter to this corner, we'll treat it as you have brought it. So you have to sing another song to tell us to stay away from your matter. Otherwise, we're not going to stay away. We're going to see what you're doing to these ladies. It's not what you're doing to ladies are not good though. You're not trying. Stop it, Two Face. Stop it. Stop it. Respect their emotion. Learn to respect women. And on this note, my beautiful people, I will see you again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, now we need to grow our channel. Subscribe, share our video, leave your comments, and like. I will see you again very soon. Cheerio.